All right, what is going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I've got an absolute treat for you. This is going to be a beautiful rear bath couples coach, and one that I think you guys are really going to like. This is the 2025 Heritage Glen 265BSRB. That's going to stand for bed slide rear bath. So you have the bed up in the front, bath in the back with this middle kitchen that I think you guys are going to absolutely love. Drop some comments, let me know what you think. Today I am down at this little farm. They set up a little diddly for me and a couple other people to record. Super cool place, but you got this backdrop of the beautiful trees because fall is officially here. But it's about 65 degrees, so I'm feeling pretty darn good. But all right, we're going to start off on the inside, work our way around the outside. Now, all the specifications, things like length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes will be down in the description, along with a link for the pricing and locations where you can find this thing. But let's go ahead and jump right on in. Again, it's the 2025 Heritage Glen 265BSRB. And worth noting, if you guys are shopping for this and you're having a hard time finding the Heritage Glen, the Salem Hemisphere is going to be the exact same thing, just with some different exterior badging. You know, instead of saying Wildwood Heritage Glen, it'll say Salem Hemisphere. So that's really going to be the only difference, so make sure to check that out. But right when you walk in, this is what you're looking like for, you know, the living room. Pretty basic as far as size is concerned, but it packs a pretty darn mean punch. So right here, you're going to have theater seating with a little arm that comes down. I'll show you that here in a second. Bedroom with a massive closet and the east to west slide bed right through there. And then you have one of my favorite kitchen setups. I am a sucker for these U-shaped kitchens because you get a lot of countertop space. In this case, you get a place where you can sit down with honey buns and enjoy possibly like a movie or some coffee. But then you also get a 10.7 cubic foot refrigerator, you know, with some pretty good storage stuck in. But since this is a rear bath, I figured we'll go ahead and start in the back and go kind of back to front. So right over here, first off, travel trailer bathrooms are usually pretty darn small. They're usually pretty darn cramped, but you get a ton of walk around room here in this model. And I love the fact that they got the square windows, which, by the way, come with the old Dracula shades built into the frame, so you can stop the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out, or you can play friendly neighbor out there in the woods, you know, and say hello. But porcelain foot flush toilet, and you can see there is plenty of moving and grooving room. I mean, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, and shoulder to shoulder, I can even buck out nice and wide and take my sweet old time, I suppose. The backlight for the mirror is just looking sharp. I love the accent that goes across. Plus, you got enough room to check out the old bowling gun, baby. You're also going to have two vanities. So both of them are going to be the stainless steel. I like how they switch it up to the black with like kind of that brushed nickel look. It's also the soft wrap for the the hard plastic wrap for the countertops where there's going to be no seams. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. You also have plenty of room for like TP or towels to stack up. And then storage and access to your plumbing on both sides are going to be the same, plus an outlet. This is also going to be using the Suburban tankless on-demand hot water heater. And this is going to be the same one that they are using for, like, you know, your destination RVs and things of that nature. You got the old Steam Sucker 3000 right there to help circulate some of the air. And then you have a pretty darn large shower back here as well, which I'm a big fan of. And instead of going with the Tri-Glide Glass series, they did, you know, one of these. You can get your Ace Ventura on, like, whoa. But you also have plenty of head height, you know, probably sitting at about 6, say 6'5" is probably pretty safe to do. But you can see, again, I got room, you know, to take a shower and do my thing there. Get nice and cleaned up. Plus, you got a little place for, you know, maybe some soap. Now, back here into the living room, you're going to notice you have a 15K AC. So that's going to be nice just to kind of help you keep nice and cool. You're also going to have the barrel roofing, which allowed for that little bit of a taller head height that you just saw. Plus you have the strip lighting and then JBL speakers as well. So one right here and one right there, so you can get really nice and bumping. This is going to be your slide. Notice there is going to be no carpet. You also have the recliners that are going to be on the quick recline that lay down pretty darn near flat, so that way you can take a snoozer if you have some guests. You have cup holder right here and another one right there. Plus you have two more that fold down, so you could be in, you know, drinking mode, charging mode, or, you know, snuggling mode right there. Two windows here off the back. We got Dracula, no Dracula right there. You're also going to see It's a emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. Hopefully you got yourself a nice view of a beautiful fall day. I mean, check that out. Another outlet, and then here we are back over to an area where you can sit down and chill and you know, kind of enjoy. I also like the fact that you do have the windows. Now this right here, they had a little sticker that it's going to be the largest in the class for a tinted window that slides, and I think they are referencing just the window up here, because most of these type windows don't open up. So I don't know if that's just a gimmick or if that's, you know, the real deal Holyfield right there. I don't really know. TV is going to be on a swivel, and then again, just a ton of countertop space. You're also going to see 3 pull-out drawers. The top one is going to be just a hair smaller, and obviously, you know, the bottom 2 are going to be the same size for that. You're also going to get a Furrion microwave right there with the good old baked potato and the popcorn mode. Plus, if you want to heat up a Coca-Cola, you got beverage mode right there. Nice little kind of open end. That's a little bit different right there. I think personally I'd like to see that a little bit closed off. But my wife would love to put her moon water and her crystals up there, so good spot for that. With a couple J-hooks, you know, maybe for some towels. 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings, and enough room to cook up, you know, a couple cookies or something of that nature. Underneath the sink, clean cut storage and access to your plumbing. You're also going to notice it's a stainless steel undermounted bowl with a high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. Outlet, outlet, storage, bada bing, bada boom, baby. Flip it back around, 10.7 cubic foot refrigerator. So you can see, I mean, a weekend's worth of food, absolutely no problem. If it is purely just 2, probably a week's worth of food, you know, no problemo. And then if you bring along, you know, some dry foods or something like that, you got plenty of room for those, possibly even some extra storage there. This is going to be the control for your AC. And before we go back to the bedroom, the control for the actual unit itself is going to be right here. So your awnings, your slides, your lights, your tank heaters, which are going to be 12-volt pads that stick onto the bottom of your tanks. And then again, your JBL speakers. But this is also going to be dimmable. So if you are sitting down and you want to set the mood right, well, dim it down and watch a movie. You're ready to rock. I think it makes a nice little kind of ambiance for you. Extra wide entrance into the bedroom. I like seeing that. You know, I don't know, you know, maybe if you had a way to get up into the camper with the way this designed, you could possibly, you know, get into this thing and move around if you have a, you know, wheelchair or something like that, maybe even. You got a nice window. I love the fact this is new for 25 too. They went with the dressers, so 4 of these bigger guys, 2 of the smaller ones. Nice little maple looking countertop with another window. But I like this backlit kind of vanity mirror right there. So one, sit down, get clicking and clacking, maybe get a little bit of work done. Or, you know, just in general, got a little place to do some stuff. I think that is pretty darn handy. You got your own entrance, a second 15K AC right up in here. So if you're down in Texas, you know, this will be a little bit more suitable for you. Keep it a little bit cooler, you know, during that heat. Although you guys get some pretty wicked heat. You know, I went to Texas my first time last year. I've been a couple times since, heading back in December for the Cowboys-Bengals game. It is definitely different down in Texas. It is a different looking world down there. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Boom, boom. Windows open up. You got a nice looking headboard. I think the bed looks pretty sharp in general. But then you have hands-free, strut-assisted storage here up underneath the bed. Plus you got 4 ports, 4 buckets there rather. I'm sorry, for, you know, storage. Washer and dryer prep up here in the closet over to your right with the appropriate plugins. But then you're also going to get a ton of hanging room, and I like the fact that they got cubbies on either side as well. But then your dryer vent location is over there too. And then I'm going to close this. And let me show you that. I think that just looks so neat. What a cool little backdrop just to kind of, you know, switch things around. All right, give you one more little peek here, and then we're going to go ahead and head around over onto the outside. Okay, so again, this is the 2025 Heritage Glen 265BSRB. You're going to notice there is no slide out over here on this side, so it's going to be really be able to utilize, you know, for your picnic tables, your cornhole, all that good stuff. The 2 ACs you can see right there on the roof, and then you have an awning with an LED light there up underneath, and you can see it is pretty darn large. I'm going to guess somewhere around that 25 foot or so. You're also going to have a one-piece fiberglass roof, which is nice as far as construction quality. And then speaking of construction, you have the aluminum frame. You're also going to get the 3/4 molded fiberglass front cap with the automotive style paint. You also have the LED lights to make life a little bit easier when you're hooking up at night, along with a tongue jack that does have a light, 2 propane bottles, a rock guard, and then you also have enough area where you can put up to 2 batteries. Now remember, you do have the heated and enclosed underbelly with the 12-volt heating pads, so that's going to help you camp earlier or later into the season. You also have a really clean looking appearance for your pass-through storage right there. You have a little light, plug-ins, control there for the LEDs, and then you have aluminum frame construction that is going to be welded at all points along with your stabilizing jacks. So one right here and then one over at the back. You got a leash latch for your furry friends, a little outdoor refrigerator where you could probably, rat pack away, about a 60 rack or so, or, maybe some like turkey or something like that if that's not your style, but you're camping. Usually it is. You're also going to notice that the tires are going to be a little bit wider than most. That's because they do purposely make them at a wide stance. So basically, the appeal to that is when you're driving down the highway, ripping at 75, 70, whatever you're doing, and you smoke a pothole, that's what's going to make it a little bit less rough on the interior of your camper, because it's going to hit it and dump, as opposed to rapidly bopping it. Keep a little bit smoother when you're driving down the road during those uh-oh moments. You got your 2 JBL speakers out here and a little support there for the awning, along with your plugins if you want to get like, some, TV, play the game, watch a movie outside. A spray port for a little bit of water access. Both entrances also have the solid steps that flip up into the doorway. And then you're also going to get a little place with an LP quick connect that you can also attach a griddle to, if you choose. Now up on the back, you're going to see you have that little black bar. That's for the Lippert on-the-go ladder system. It'll run you about $300, but it gives you access to get on top of your fully walkable roof. Check your seals, check your slides. I recommend that you get on top of your camper about every 3 months and make sure the maintenance is on the up and up. You also have that little black box right there. That is going to be prepped for the Furrion S Vision, which is a 4.5-inch backup camera that you suction cup right onto your windshield so you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. It also has a one-way radio, so if you're up there driving, she or he or whoever is back here, yelling at you, at least one of you guys can hear, maybe avoid a little bit of an argument there. We've all been there. 2-inch receiver where you can put maybe a bike rack or something like that. It holds about a 300-pound weight capacity. Satellite, park cable, city water connection, fresh water connection, and then your black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system for your poop tank, along with an exterior shower. So now on the inside, when I talked about that tankless hot water heater, that is going to be where that is located. You also have your waste holding tanks right there, your dump valves. You are eligible to put a slide topper on this if you would like. A slide topper is basically a piece of awning that goes from here to here, and it prevents debris from falling on top of your unit, and just kind of less work, less leaks, kind of a win-win. Just costs a little bit of moolah, baby. Your gray tank dump right there, a little bit of storage access, and then the back end of your pass-through will be located right here, which, as you can see, has a little bit more space, access to a battery disconnect, and then of course you got your specs. 7,960 pounds dry. We'll go ahead and call that 8,000, and it holds just about 9,700 pounds worth of stuff. So I mean, it's holding about let's see here, it's holding about 1,682 worth of weight. But all right, guys, hope you guys had a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Heritage Glen 265 SBRB. Have a great day. See you.